Hi everybody, this is Pat in the paper closet. Today we're going to be making a Christmas mini planner. The purpose of this is not your regular yearly planner. You only put your Christmas plans in this planner, if that makes sense. It consists of 21 weeks, a weekly planning, which takes you from, say, mid-October till maybe the end of January. So it covers everything, gives you plenty of time. And I'm going to show you the pages I've made that go in it. This is the cover, one of the covers. I made a few different types. And this is the cover up here. This bottom part is the pockets that go on the inside of the cover. There's a pocket on the front and the back cover. I haven't printed anything on the back of these. I'm just going to leave it white. And then we get into the pages. Now these are the weekly pages. The first page is the cover page and the back page. As you see, we cut it in half here. To the front, you can write in your, date, notes, whatever you want on here. The back page is just some lines, keep some notes in there. So the first page would be this. Of course, only in half. And then your second page will be, well, it's this one. These are your weekly plans. You've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And you've got three different areas, so you can include, plans for the day, or to-dos for the day, or what you're planning for that day. Shopping, wrapping, decorating. Just helps keep you organized. Along the side here, there's a little area for other things you want to do this week or whatever. And along the bottom, you have notes. So what I've done, I only printed one of these sheets. We only need one for the front and back cover, and 1 week on the inside. And then I printed 5 of these. So each one of these gives us 1, 2, 4 weeks, each sheet. So 5 sheets gives us 20 weeks, plus the additional week on this page. So that's 21 weeks, which is plenty for the whole season. So those are the weekly pages. Now these I've set up, I've done them in my graphics program. I can't exactly teach you how to do them. I can leave them on the screen. Either you could do a screenshot, try to use it that way, or just try to draw one for yourself, scan it, and then make it 4. So on this side we have this little column, then we have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This is just a graphic I've had forever that I always use. Little spiral bound book. And then on this side you have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then a narrower area for Sunday. That's all I could fit. Along the bottom you have notes. So if you could draw that out, just make 1. And then, like I said, scan it and repeat it. So you would be drawing one of these with all the days and the columns and the boxes. And then you would scan it, and you could make 2 on a page. Now my printer is an HP printer, and as far as I know, all HP printers have borderless printing. I don't know about other brands. Borderless meaning it prints edge to edge, so it can use the entire page. Now if you have a printer that's not borderless, you'll have a small area around the whole page, which you can either cut off and your pages will be a little bit shorter than this, or you can just leave that border along the edge. So maybe try drawing one out. Like I said, just this area along the top. Use a ruler and a pen, whatever you want to draw with. And then write in your days of the week and your notes. And you could use that. I've been trying to figure out how to share these files, but I haven't figured that out yet. So if anybody knows of a simple way of doing that, just let me know. I'd like to share them. I know how to make them into a PDF. I have them all done. I just don't know how to upload them or where to upload them to share them. So that's your weekly pages. Like I said, you would do one of the first one. This I called it week 1. So you only print one of these, and then on the opposite side, everything is double-sided. You print your page with 2 weeks on it. So that's only one of those. And then you print 5 of these, double-sided, both the same. Okay, so those are the weeklies. Then I did one sheet of, I don't know where I got this from. I've had it for a long time. It's a Christmas shopping list, which comes in handy. The person, any ideas you have for a gift you want to get them, the size, and then you have a little box you could check, says done. And then there is another little box that says card, which I don't use. That box for me means it's wrapped. So after I buy it, I check it here. After I wrap it, I check it here. So I have 4 of these on each side. Like I said, again, I'll leave it out in a minute. I'll show you. You could do a screenshot. Try that. Or just draw your own. Then we have to-do lists. We need lots of those. I've got 4 on a page here. They're all double-sided, and I've got, I think I printed 3 of these. 3 of the to-do lists. So we have 12 in total. So you could go either by the week, make a to-do list, or however you usually plan. They come in handy. So there are 12 of those. You would print 3 sheets, double-sided. And then we just have another column page that you could use for anything. I think I have it upside down. This one's hard to tell. Yeah, here's the break. Here's where I've cut it. So each of these sheets are 4 1/4 from the center out. And the height from the top to the bottom here is 5 1/2. So they fit perfectly in our cover that we make. I only made one of these. There's 4 on a page, double-sided. That gives us 8 more lists, whatever we want to use them for. So that's about it. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut these, and then I'll show you how I glue them into the book, and you'll have your Christmas mini planner. It's great size, fits in your purse or backpack or a briefcase, so you keep it handy as you're planning your holidays. Now usually for me, this is what I've been using the past years. I'm going to switch to this new one, but this is my ongoing every year list where my deadline for being finished with everything for Christmas is December 20th. That gives me a few days to breathe and relax and do whatever I want to do. So I've got here by the 14th, well, we don't do this anymore. I was finished decorating the basement, so I don't need that one. By the 15th, I finish all my cards and have them mailed. I finish my tags for my gifts. On the 16th, I finish shopping. Everything got to be done by then. By the 17th, I finish putting up the tree. I don't put it up early. I find after 2 weeks, I'm ready to take it down. So it just becomes a clutter to me. I make snowman soup, which I've been making forever for all my grandkids. That's it. Just a package of hot chocolate and marshmallows and Hershey's Kisses. So I give them each two. One for them, one for whoever they want to share it with. But that I do I have to be done by the 17th. By the 18th, I finish decorating. By the 19th, I finish wrapping. That's an important one. Nothing like wrapping on Christmas Eve. This we don't do anymore. December 20th, I'm finished. Everything's done. The decorating, the wrapping, the cards, the tags, the tree. So that's my usual. It never changes because the dates are always the same. Christmas is always on the 25th. Here I wrote, tree up by the 10th and down by January 10th. So that's about all I could take it. It annoys me after that. That's long enough. I don't know, people now are putting things up before Thanksgiving, which to me, that would just drive me crazy. All the decorations, you can't dust, you can't clean, you can't do anything. And you get tired of looking at them. So 1 month is long enough for me. But that's my plan. So you figure out what's best for you. But this is my ongoing list for every year. And that way I'm done by the 20th and I'm not worrying about anything. Alright, so that's my old one. This one is bigger. Much bigger. Fits in my purse, but it's clumsy. This one's a bit shorter. See, here's the bottom. The width is about the same. It's just the height, actually. Alright, so we're going to get cutting on these. I'm going to show you how I cut them. So first I'm going to cut apart the cover. Let's move all this out of the way. And this is a guillotine cutter, which I use for this because it's just quicker. I can cut up to 10 sheets at a time. You can do your cutting on a paper trimmer, where being that these pages are all copy paper, you could probably do 3 sheets in a paper trimmer. But using this, I could do about 10. I'm just going to put this in here. And I just line up the edge of my bottom of my book, the cover, with the edge of this trimmer right here, which is where it's going to cut. You always have to know exactly where your paper cutter is cutting. So I started out, make sure right here that I'm right where I want to be, and then I just trim. I'm going to save this because this will be our pockets. I'm going to trim off the sides. Same thing, I line it up with the edge. Make sure I'm in the right spot there. Cut. I've had this trimmer for a very long time, and I like it. It's lightweight, made out of plastic actually. I've never had trouble, it stays sharp. It's made by Swingline. You can see the name right here. Right there. Swingline. Don't know the price. Like I said, I've had it a very long time. Don't even know if they still make it. But you can get something similar, I'm sure. And it really helps when you make planners or notebooks and you have a lot of pages to cut. Because like I said, I can cut up to 10 pages at a time. Alright, that's our cover. The only other thing we're going to do to this is score it in a minute. I'm going to cut this pocket piece. I'm just going to cut around the edges for now, and then I'll cut it in half for each pocket. Not quite in the right spot there. There we go. Okay, I've trimmed off all the white. Now, what we're going to to, I want to get these scraps out of here. They do get in the way after a while, and the pile gets big. Always be careful when you're picking this up, because the blade is on the bottom, and it's very sharp. So try picking it up from the other edges, if you have one. Okay, next we're going to cut our weekly plans. Now I have 5 sheets. I'm just going to cut these all together, making sure they're all lined up. First I'm going to cut them in the middle. So I have the top and the bottom. I'm going to cut this from the other side because I can't tell where it starts and ends. There we go. Okay, I'm going to cut right across here on this line. I'm going to line that up with my blade and the edge. And I'm saying that this cuts through 10 pages. Didn't cut that time, but that's okay. I'm going to cut this with my scissor. I'm at the wrong angle. I should be standing up. Okay. They'll do fine. So that's all I have to do with that. Just cut them in half. Actually, see, we have 2 of these, which we don't need. We only need 1 outer page. So I'll just save that for another book. So I have my outer page and all my inner pages. And you know what? I just realized I'm so used to making junk journals where we fold the pages. These have to all be cut in half. Right down the center. Okay. Cutting these, keeping them in a nice neat pile. And then put them together backwards. There we go. Yeah, this is the Monday part. Make sure they're all in the right order. Okay. Cutting right from the center of that spiral that I had made. Turn it to a Monday. This one, this has our front page on it. This one had a little bit of a problem, but it'll work. I cut off the corner when it didn't cut through. That's the last one. Turn them to the Monday side. Whoops. This is our back page. Wait a minute. Where's Monday? I'm going to flip these all over so they're all on Thursday page. That'll work. Okay. And this one will go like this. Monday through Sunday. Monday through Sunday. Yes, they're in the right order. Let me check the first page. I always have trouble with copy paper. It's so thin I can't turn it. Okay, those are all in the right order. And these are going to go like this. So these are going to be our weeklies. You know, I'm going to get rid of this one that I messed up. I have that extra front page. I'm going to cut this one. Just make it look a bit neater. Don't need the extra back page. just the front. There we go. Now we have our full weekly section. Put that aside. And this, and we have one. I'm going to cut this one. I have to cut in the middle of this dotted area. Actually, I could use my ruler. 5.5 inches is where I'm cutting. Put them together and then cut those in half. Right down the middle, which should be on the ruler 4 1/4. Yes. Make sure it's straight and cut. And these we can just pile up because they're both the same. That'll be section 2. And we have our to-do lists. Same thing. Make sure you have them in the right order. I'm going to use the ruler. My glue out of the way here. Cut them at 4 1/4. No, 5.5. That's correct. That's the height, not the width. That's not right either. Because I'm on 6.5. All right, that's 5.5. That'll be half the page. I think it is because I'm sitting down. I'm not getting the right angle on my paper. It's okay. Okay, line them up straight. Now we're going to cut it 4 1/4. 4 1/4. Which puts us right on the center line. Okay, to-do lists. Those are cut. That's our next section. And the last one is our extra lists. Cut it in half, 5.5. Put them together and cut that down in the middle. Ooh, getting loose at 4 1/4. And that's all. Let's get on the cutting. Put this together. That will be our last section in the book. Okay, so I put away my guillotine cutter. And now I need my scoreboard. Get on my scoreboard. Paper's giving me trouble today. And I'm going to take my my cover, and put it the long way. I'm going to take my little tiny score tool. I'm going to score this at 4.5. I believe that's the right number. That one? No. 4 5/8, I'm sorry. 4 5/8. I'm going to turn it around and score again at 4 5/8. That puts your score lines right up against the edge of the front cover. So you see when we fold, both fold lines. And then give it a good press with my foam folder. Have a nice crease there on both folds. Now we have, I don't know if you can see here, I can see one line, but I can't see two. There we go. The two square lines, leaving us with a, let's see, it should be a 1/4 of an inch. No, it's an 1/8 of an inch spine for the book. When you fold it, you have this small spine on the back, which is fine for this amount of pages. So that's all there is to making the cover. The pockets we'll put on last. I'll put that aside. I don't need the scoreboard anymore. Put that away. I'm going to take my pages. Now I'm going to put them in the right order. These will be last. Which one was the top? Really doesn't matter. No. These will be next. I'm going to place them all together. And these. And then our weeklies. Which has the front and the back has just lines on it. So you pile them all up like that. Now you're going to do a lot of tapping. You really want to make sure this edge is really even so that we can get glue on all the edges of the pages. So just tap, making sure you get it all down and even. Now hold it tightly. Now I have these two clips. You can use, what are they called, bullnose clips? You need small ones though. These I find work pretty well. These are actually sewing clips. I got them on Amazon, but they hold this very well. Now you want to clip this, goes nice and flat. One on each end. Like that. Now you see I have a nice flat edge here. Actually, I'm going to move this over a little bit. Okay, I've allowed my glue to dry. I think I waited about 15 to 20 minutes. So it's all dry. I'll take off the clips. And I just want to check that they're glued together very nicely. They're all tightly in the book. And they turn well, lay flat. That's good. Okay, so our pages are done. Our pad is done. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attach it to our cover. So what we're going to do, we're going to run a bead of glue down the center of this spine between the two fold lines. Let me make sure you're on camera. Okay, I'm taking my glue. I don't know if you can see where I'm putting it. In between the two fold lines. Now you don't want it too thick. You don't want it oozing out onto your front and back page. But enough that it's going to spread across the back of the spine of your pad. I'm just putting a thin bead in between the two fold lines, all the way top to bottom. And you can make any type of notebook this way. I do have another video on my channel. One of my first videos that I did, so it would be all the way at the bottom of the page, showing you how to make a 120-page pad. You can make it any size you want. You make the cover any size you want. And wipe up the glue on my fingers. Okay, now you're going to take it. I'm going to show you what my glue is. You see how much glue I've got on there? and it's in between those two fold lines. Now you take your pad, take your spine, I'm going to place it right in between those two fold lines. It's not going to be easy on camera. I'm going to try. In between the fold lines, now lift up your cover. I'm pressing down my pad into the glue. Now I'm going to lift up the back cover. And I'm going to tap it down a bit, make sure it's all the way down and in the glue. Now you can see here, my pad is all the way flat on the spine, which is what we want, so that it glues all the way in. Now you can push it in a little bit if you need to. I think the top should go in a little bit. Give a little press, lightly. You don't want to move anything. Like I said, I waited about 15 to 20 minutes for the pad to dry, the glue on the spine of the pad. Now I'm just running my finger and my thumb on that crease and along the spine so the glue can dry. It's going to take a while to catch. I'm going to turn it over and do the other side. Running my thumb and my finger. I'm not pinching it, but my finger actually is what's pressing on the spine of the book, which is pressing the glue in place. Now again, we're going to have to wait for this to dry before we can start fiddling around with it. I hope I put it in the right way. Yes. Wouldn't be the first time I put something in upside down. So just keep running your finger on that spine, because that's where your glue is. And you want to make sure that starts to stick. I'm not pinching it, like I said, because I don't want the glue to come out onto the first page. Onto the inside of the cover, it would stick to the first page. I'm going to check that in a second. I'm going to carefully open this up a little. And yes, you see it was sticking. My page was sticking, but it's okay. Sorry, it's a little sloppy. Too much glue is the problem. See, up here is fine and down here is fine. Right here there's a little glue, but that's okay. Let's check the back. How much damage I did here. Not much. Okay, my cover opens out onto the fold. And like I said, if you want to see how to make a regular notepad this way, check out my channel. There's a video. It's called How to Make a Custom Pad for a Custom TN. It's almost at the bottom of the list. It's one of the first videos that I did. And that shows how to make a thicker, bigger notepad. I think it has 120 pages. Right, now we're not going to really open anything else up. I'm going to let that dry. Now I had told you I was going to put my pages out so you could do a screenshot. And of course I forgot before I cut up the others, so while I was waiting for the glue to dry, I reprinted them. So I'll lay these out. Let's see, I hope you can see them well. Let me get them straight. And I'll leave them up there, each one for about 20 seconds. You can pause the video, take a screenshot and somehow use it in your graphics program. While we're doing that, on this video, you didn't get a notification because I recently realized when I set up the video to have a notification sent out to subscribers, I didn't realize, I don't have that many subscribers yet. I think it's like 340. And only those that turn on notifications are going to be notified. So I really wasn't getting many views from subscriber notifications. And it seems the algorithm sends out those notifications, and then if there's very few views from that, they don't go any further. They don't send it out any further. So I think that was holding back my views. So I'm not going to be sending out notifications anymore. So just maybe once a week, if you want, you could check my channel and see if a new video is up. I usually do once a week. I've had a 2-week in between this because I had to set up all these pages, design them all. But you just go to my channel, right on the first row would be a new video, would show you on the left hand side. So if you like this video, please press the like button and leave me a comment what you think. If you have any ideas on how I could possibly upload or put these videos somewhere, the PDFs, so that you could download them and print them directly, please let me know. I haven't learned how to do that yet. Alright, that's the cover. I just wanted to give you measurements on that, in case you want to just design your own. The full width of the cover is 9.5 from edge to edge. Then the spine area started at 4 5/8 to 4 7/8. That's the 1/4 of an inch spine we have here. That was where we scored, remember, on the cover. So it's 4 5/8, and then you score at 4 7/8. That's the cover. That's the width you need, and the height is 5.5. So that's the height of your book. This little pocket area that I need is 2 3/8. You can make it 2.5. And I just made a big long strip. I didn't measure or anything. It's 10 inches. As long as they're wide enough to fit inside of here. Okay, so that would be your, oh, sorry for that, motorcycle going by. That's the front cover and the back cover. Now this one is the, let's see if I can get this in camera. I may have to raise it up a little bit. Move my map, there we go. So I'll leave that one up for about 20 seconds. You can pause the video and screenshot it. And you only print one of these. That's what I made. It gives you 8 Christmas shopping lists. That should be plenty. One double-sided sheet. Print the same thing on both sides. Okay, next begins our weekly count. First, I'll give you the first page. Where is it? Oh, tell me I skipped it. Okay. Oh, there it is right behind it. There we go. Okay. This one, you're only going to print one sheet on one side. On the back of this, you're going to print this only once on the back of this sheet. So this is the weekly pages. You print 5 of those, double-sided, same thing on both sides. Okay. Next we have to-do lists. I printed, let's see, this one sheet would give you 8. I think I only printed 1 sheet of these. So you have 8 to-do lists. Yeah. You're going to print it double-sided, same thing on both sides. I'm hoping you can do a screenshot of this. If not, if you have a Windows computer, I have Windows 10. Under your Start menu, there is a snippet tool, which allows you to put the little icon in the corner and then drag it across. You can actually get the page, only the page in there. So try and look for that. And like I said, my printer is borderless. It prints borderless. That's what I used. Exact size, borderless. Okay, and I think we have one more. Yeah, one more is just the lists that you can make whatever you want out of them. 1 page, double-sided, same thing on both sides. Okay, that's all the pages. If you have any problems, just email me at inthepapercloset@gmail.com if I can help you out. I don't know about setting up any other type of printer than an HP, so I don't know how much help I could be. Now let's get back to our book, our Christmas mini planner. If we open up the front page, whoop, it's stuck again. Just don't overdo it on the glue on the spine. I put a little too much. Alright, we're going to put on our pocket. She's going to go right here. Let me measure. See how big I have to make it. Don't want it all the way to the edge. Almost, but not quite. So I'm going to cut it at 4 3/8. Oh no, I have to get on my guillotine cutter for this. I didn't get out my regular paper trimmer. Hold on, oh, I know what I can use. I'll just use my ruler and my craft knife. And my mat. So we want it 4 3/8. We'll keep it at this height. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a half, so I'm going to go back a little bit. Put your ruler with the metal side out. My little metal strips here. And then just cut it. Okay, that's 1. That'll fit fine. Now we need 1 more. 4 3/8 is almost to the half. 1/8 shy. And I'll cut that off. Don't need that. Okay, so we have our 2 pockets. These are very simple to put in. I'm going to get my other glue bottle with the finer tip. This is what I should have used on the spine. I'll get my glue going. Okay, I'll put glue around 3 edges, just along the edge. Not too much. Just a little thin bead of glue. Sorry, I'm off camera. When I stopped in the middle, I didn't get into the same position. Okay, so we have glue on 3 sides. I'm going to place it almost to the edge, but not quite. A little bit of white sticking out. I'm going to press that down. Making sure these corners stick well. I'm holding it for a few seconds, let it dry, let it catch. I have extra glue sticking on here. Wipe that up. Okay, and that's our pocket. So in here you can put any receipts or whatever you want to save from your shopping. Labels, tags. And that's our pocket. Okay, we're going to put one in the back. So everything we need for Christmas is in this book. Okay, I'm going to put glue again along the 3 edges, all the way to the end, so that it stays stuck. All the way up to the end. Okay, I'm going to place it on the back cover. Almost to the edge, but not quite. I have a little white sticking out. Holding down those corners a few minutes. Not minutes, but seconds. Just till the glue catches. Okay, so now you have a back pocket. Stick something in there. There we go. Back pocket and a front pocket. Anything you need to save. Someone's address. And here are all your pages. Now that's your Christmas mini planner. It's in your purse. Very easy to make. You spend more time waiting for the glue to dry than anything else. I've designed all the pages for you, so if you can somehow screenshot them or use that snipping tool, like I said, you're more than welcome to use them in your book. If not, if you know of a way where I can upload them and you can download them, please let me know. If you like this video, please hit the like button. And leave me a comment, please. It helps my channel grow. And also hit the subscribe button. If you want notifications, well, I won't be sending them out for the next quite a few videos because I've learned it ruins the views that I get. But if you do want notifications, you just hit the bell and click all. But I would just hit subscribe. That's all you need. And like I said, just go back and check my channel. It's in the paper closet. It's on YouTube. Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope you find this useful for the holidays, and I hope it helps. Okay. Thanks for coming back. I'll see you soon. Bye.